Hi, guys. I'm Ashley, and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole, and I love the Chargers.
And we are touchdowns
and tight ends.
We are not experts,
but we are passionate.
We are passionate. Nicole, what are you drinking tonight?
Hydrating.
Me too.
Cheers. It's like an ad for Stanley.
Yeah, dude. We're not sponsored, but if you'd like to sponsor us.
Not that they need any ads. I mean, their stuff is sold out all the time. But
I know.
Well, it's nice to be here.
This is the first time we've gone live since week 1?
I think week 2.
Week 2. So thank you guys for tuning in and or watching this at a later time. I want to apologize. I've been going through life. A lot of life has been thrown at me lately, and it has taken all of my attention. I'm okay, but I just have a lot going on right now. So I haven't been able to dedicate time to touchdowns and tight ends. So thanks, Nicole, for holding down our Instagram and everything else that's going on. Our goal will be to try to go live more often, try to get back to a normal routine. You guys got to bear with us, and thanks for sticking with us while I go through this season right now. So, but we have some exciting stuff to talk about today.
We do, but speaking of people that are sticking with us, I just got a shout out to you, my friend. Dean, you are probably the person we miss the most every single week. And I just love and thank you so much for just supporting us through everything. Yep. You're the best.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely been a rocky 2022, man. I'll tell you that.
I know. What's up, Brixton?
Hi, honey.
All right. So,
well, hold on. Since we said hi to Brixton, just so you guys know, my daughter has started her own business that she would like me to promote on our show. So she is 10 years old, and I'm really proud of her for taking that step in entrepreneurship. And if you would be so kind as to follow their Instagram page, her and her friend Hayden, it is Brixton's Bunch DIY, and she will make you custom football loom band jewelry.
I'm gonna write it in here. So Brixton's
Bunch DIY. Yeah, let me make sure that's right because it's on my Instagram. For her and her Instagram, like all on another. Cool, right? It's Brixton _bunch _DIY, but I'm sure you'd still find it. Yeah. Anyways, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Now we can talk football.
Well, before, again, another shout out, BGN Sports Media. What's up, guys? Thanks again for having us here. I know it's been a while, but we're super stoked to be back. And what a exciting week to talk about, right? This is like
this is our Super Bowl.
This is our Super Bowl. This is the most anticipated game of the year for the last 2 years, I'd say, for both of us, right? Like
this is our Super Bowl unless they magically make it to the freaking Super Bowl.
It was a dream. I mean, it was a dream until it wasn't for me. But the whole experience, you know, us playing the 49ers and being at your home at Levi's, like such a rad experience.
Yeah, just so you guys know, this is the first time Nicole's ever been to a game where she was the away team, which is my experience every time I go to a game.
Yeah, and you know, I do want to highlight that real quickly because sure, I wasn't at home, but at home for the Chargers, you never really feel like we're at home. I mean, it's not as bad as what it was at the 49ers game, but I just have to highlight the fans. And there's something so magical about being in a stadium that's your home, right? And just it's roaring with just like excitement and passion, right? Those fans are so passionate, a little too passionate, the guys in front of us. But I mean, it was such a cool experience to be a part of that, even though I was, you know, from the other side and I was like the one bright blue in the sea of red.
There's like some Chargers fans behind us. I felt like although I do think they jinxed your team, but
those two people that wouldn't stop yelling.
Yeah, that kept talking shit on Jimmy. And I was like, ooh, bad juju, guys.
I turned around, I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. But it was very, very cool. And thank you for having me be a part of it with you.
Oh yeah. If you guys, I guess we didn't post too much of it on Touchdowns and Titans, but if you follow our personal Instagrams, we actually took our daughters with us out this weekend and made it a girls' trip. It was Brixton's first time on an airplane.
Yeah.
And we took the girls to San Francisco for the day and then took them to the tailgate in the game, and it was super fun. I got to take Brixton to the team store on Saturday where I had, so we all know how I'm kind of weird about jerseys, and I've got like my superstitions. I brought 3 jerseys with me to the game because I couldn't decide who I was going to wear. I haven't been great about wearing my jerseys this year. And when I got there, I was like, you know what? I think I want a Garoppolo jersey because he's been doing all right this season and he's still our quarterback this season. And I know he might not be this year, but like, let me support him this year. So I go to the team store, you guys, to go buy a jersey. There's no women's Garoppolo jerseys. And I'm like, mother efforts, because Trey Lance is our quarterback. And I was super bummed. And then the guy's like, we can make you one. So I had a custom Garoppolo jersey made for the game.
And you know what? Your whole superstition about quarterbacks on a jersey, I mean, it just proved you wrong right there.
I know. And I was like, well, we won. Thanks, Jim B.
And the minute I get home, I start looking up Herbert jerseys.
You need to get a blue one. A blue one.
Blue one, yes. We decided like we can't do white because it doesn't stand out as much as the red or the blue. So definitely going to put the white away for a while. But I stopped wearing my jersey because it was bad luck in my head.
Yeah.
So I wore my sweater and my bomber this time and still didn't help me. But anyway, should we get into the game?
Well, I will say though, this was like a nail biter of a game. I don't think we could have asked for like a better game. It wasn't like it was a blowout one way or the other until the second half. But
it wasn't a blowout, and my anxiety going into this game. I mean, the 49ers offense is probably one of the best in the league. I mean, with all those weapons back, with Mitchell back, Debo back, having CMC out there, like everyone that was injured was back and was playing. And I thought we were going to get demolished. I literally thought we were going to get destroyed because, I mean, honestly, and I'm not using it as an excuse. I mean, we lost the game fair and square. I mean, you guys were the better team and showed up at the end, but we don't have any starters except for Herbert and Eckler. And, we have Derwin James and Khalil Mack, but for the most part, we don't have any wide receivers worth a damn. Carter, Carter got that touchdown. And then our tight end went out in the second quarter. We lost 2 of our defensive linemen in that game for the season. And it's just like, I mean, and then we had Herbert who went to the tent, and I feel like that's when everything just
that was for like three or four snaps, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when everything, I feel like it just kind of shifted, because had Chase Daniels not come in, I don't know if we would have went scoreless.
Yeah. Well, and we sacked Chase Daniels at that point in time too. So, right. Herbert gotten sacked. I think I'm going to mess it up, but Kyle Shanahan commented on, because the 49ers didn't play well. Like we should have, based off of what you just said, blown you guys out of the water. But he made some sort of comment about how we played the way the Chargers play. Like it was a dirty game and it was really close and it shouldn't have been. And these are the types of the games the Chargers win.
Yeah. Well, he said something I read today too. He was proud of the offense. He said something about the defense. Defense doesn't always have the games that they should. So I think, honestly, if your defense was a little stronger, you guys probably would have.
Yeah. Well, so our defense showed up the second half. You guys got 0 points the second half. So if our defense would have done what they did in the second half, in the first half, you're right. We probably would have done, but like, I mean, how many times did I say, like, they can't even get the ball down the damn field, like Jimmy and the 49ers. Like, they get the ball, and I'm like, well.
Well, that was, so what, Q1, so we got a touchdown right off the bat, right? Yep. And that, we looked good. It was like, okay, and it took you guys, I mean, it was like an 8-minute process until you guys finally got a field goal, right? Like, it just took forever. When you got a ton of first downs, I think, so in the whole game, first downs, you guys had 22, we had 12. I mean, that's a big difference.
Wow. And you know what? We're not the greatest on third down conversions. And I think I told you that also. But man, Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
Or not Elijah Mitchell. I'm sorry. Jawan Jennings showed up. Third down. Like third down Jennings. Like give him the ball because they're covering CMC, George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, right? So you've got Jawan Jennings, who's always going to be like on man coverage.
Yeah.
And I think he converted 4 third downs for us.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I thought the plays, the game was a lot closer than it was. And I missed the entire third quarter because I was in line for boba and ice cream for our kids. So I didn't get to watch any of that quarter.
The fourth quarter is where a lot of the points happened. We only got a field goal in the third quarter.
That's right. So it was a touchdown for the Chargers, a field goal for the 49ers first quarter. Second quarter, we got 3 field goals, which is insane. And you guys got a touchdown.
And the extra kick, yeah. And that was Jimmy. Jimmy got that touchdown.
Jimmy got that touchdown.
Because Jimmy's so good at that quarterback sneak.
Yep. And then you guys got a field goal and then touchdown and field goal.
Yeah. Yeah. McCaffrey got that touchdown. And that was when Robbie Gould missed the field goal. He like doesn't normally miss, or not the field goal, sorry, the extra point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was when I was like, oh, we still have a chance.
Yeah, I know. Well, and then Hufanga intercepted it and I was like, oh, game over.
We had 2 chances. We had 2 chances in the last 2 minutes of that game. And then that interception by Hufanga. I mean, that was, I still don't even know who Justin was passing to.
Well, dude, do you remember like literally right before that, I was like, Hufanga needs to do something. Like I need to see something from him. And then like, I swear it was like 30 seconds later and I'm like, oh, he got an interception. That
was, I mean, it was a great game. For the most part, you know, and I haven't been to a lot of away games. I have been to a lot of home games that feel like away games. I don't like Dallas fans. I don't like Raiders fans. Lux made a lot of jokes about 49ers fans wanting to be like Raiders fans. And I was like, you can't take the drunk guys that were sitting in front of us and say that all Niners fans are like that. Yeah. There's always a few. It doesn't matter what team you're on. Yeah. But for the most part, everywhere I walked, you know, it was very crowded. People were super sweet. I mean, multiple times people would look at Lux and I are like, I see you, Charger, you know, like just super sweet. It was a good environment. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. The field, the excitement, the energy, just the food, everything. It was great.
Yeah, Nicole, and what do we do on first downs?
Ayuk?
It's just a woo. So
Ayuk. Woo. Oh, I was at a Chiefs game. I'm like, stop.
So Brixton doesn't know a lot about football. And I was like, all right, this is what we do on first downs, right? And I was like, and then when we are on defense, we get really, really loud. And then I was trying to teach her about third downs and how important they are.
I mean, she learned a bit, you know? It was fun. So
22-16. It was a close game.
It was a close game. So we did lose 3 people in that game. 2 DLs for the entire season, and we lost Everett, but hopefully he'll be back. So
yeah,
playing with the hospital bed.
We did not have any injuries during the game. Danny Gray rolled his ankle warming up, and that's why he didn't play. But Dre Greenlaw got ejected from the game for that helmet-to-helmet contact with Herbert, and we are waiting to see if he's going to be, suspended? Like, we're not sure if he'll even play on Monday.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know. That was gnarly. I know that there was, who was it?
It was somebody on Ayuk, a helmet-to-helmet.
I don't know who it was. I remember that. But you guys got 5 penalties. We only got 1.
Yeah, I know. But you guys should have got called on that helmet-to-helmet also. I think that might have been the Ayuk touchdown that we didn't get. I don't remember. It's a little harder to watch the game, like all the details when you're
there. Well, especially when everybody's standing up and nobody sits down, so you can't watch the game. Can we talk about game etiquette, please?
Well, yeah. Well, I think it was just those assholes in front of us.
I feel like our whole section was standing up, though.
Well, I feel at some point everybody sat down. It was just those guys. So then they forced everybody, because I had to stand up. So then it forced everybody else to stand up because I'm like, well, I need to see the game.
Yeah. And
Guys,
it's so tiny, she couldn't see anything.
when your team is on offense, you sit down.
Yep.
When your team is on defense, you can stand up. Game day etiquette.
All right. So am in the dream. Niners, there you go. You got it. We love you too, Bricks. 49ers will beat the Dolphins December 4th, and Chargers will beat the Dolphins November 8th. Oof. I did not expect the Dolphins to be doing what they're doing.
Dude. Well, so the Dolphins are going to play pretty similar to the 49ers. They have two of the 49ers, like running backs on their team right now that were really good for the 49ers, Raheem Mostert, and then they just got Jeff Wilson. Okay. Jeff Wilson was doing great for us this season. But we got...
Oh, they got Wilson?
Yep. And we got... Well, because we have CMC and Mitchell's back, right? And so he went over there. And then they have Tyreek Hill. And Mike McDaniels was our offensive coordinator.
And they have Waddle.
Yeah. So the Dolphins are...
They're looking good.
I know. I think that'll be interesting. I mean, speaking of it, like, let me... We haven't gone over our predictions in a long time. So hold on. Let me find...
Woof.
Okay. I'm not going to go over all of them right now.
I don't even know mine. Do you have both of ours?
I have both of them. Do you want me to go over all of them? Let me do a recap for you guys real quick. So I said week 1, we were going to beat the Bears, and we lost. I said week 2, we would beat the Seahawks, and we did. Week 3, I said we'd lose to the Broncos, and we did. That's pretty good so far. I thought we were going to lose to the Rams on that Monday Night Football game, but we won. I put we'd beat the Panthers, and we did. I thought we'd beat the Falcons, and that was one of those games that we probably should have won, and then we lost, and I was like, damn, man.
You guys lost to the Falcons?
Yep.
That's right, because I went back and looked through who we've played and who you've played, and I'm like, we won so many of the games that you guys lost. I'm like, yeah. What? All right, anyways, keep going.
The Chiefs, I said that
we
were going to win, and we got blown out of the water, dude. We lost. That was the worst game. It was one of the worst games. And then I said we'd beat the Rams, right? Because we go 50-50, and we did. And then I said we'd beat the Chargers. So currently we are 5-4. My overall prediction is 12-5, meaning we can only lose one more game, but I have 3 losses on my predictions.
I think you got the Saints. I know that you said you're going to lose, but I think you got that one. The Raiders, you're going to win.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I think you guys were the hardest part of our back schedule after bye week, and maybe the Dolphins. I feel like the Bucs. It depends which Brady shows up, man. Brady hasn't been great till last week.
Yeah, I know.
So
the Cardinals showed up last week too.
Well, Cardinals back quarterback versus backup quarterback.
Well, that's true. They were both out, huh?
Yeah, and we don't know if Murray's going to be. Well, we don't know if Murray's going to be playing on Monday. Yeah, and Ertz is out for the season. So I was like, okay. And the Cardinals they're the Cardinals, man. I know people think they're going to be good at some point, and maybe they will be, but not with that coach.
You've got the Cardinals still twice. The Commanders, Raiders, Seahawks, Bucks, Dolphins, Saints.
Yeah.
You could easily end 12-5.
As long as they stay healthy.
So I think I did pretty well with my No, I didn't actually. All right. So game 1 was the Raiders. We won that one. I was correct there. KC, we lost. I was right there. Jaguars. We got destroyed. Not sure what happened in that game, but we lost.
Houston. You were not happy after that game.
That was so bad. It was so bad. But that was actually a game where there was a whole lot more Charger fans than anything else. So that was nice. Browns, I said we'd win. We won. Broncos, I said we'd lose. We won. Seahawks, I said we'd win. We also lost terribly to the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's right. Because you guys lost. Oh, that's the game I went to with you. Because you guys murdered that week, and the Chiefs that week and got blown out. Like, it was such a bad week for both of our teams.
Yeah, it was bad. Falcons, we won. 49ers, we lost. So we are also 5-4. And I am 1, 2, 3, 4. I am 4-4.
Oh, what was that? You got an interesting back half of your schedule, though.
So we've got KC that got flexed to Monday Night Football, or
Sunday
Night
right?
Football. So we're doing 2 back-to-back Sunday Night Football. So we got KC at home. I'm still going for a win on that one. I know that KC's looking good, but we have Williams and Allen apparently practicing this week. If we can get those guys back, I think they're going to come back, and I think we're definitely going to get a W.
You know what, though? So I was listening to a podcast this morning about people coming back from injuries, and it made me think about how we played on Sunday, because there was this expectations because we got all these weapons back. And they were saying, like, when they come back, so I'm only bringing this up because Williams and Allen might come back. They're a little rusty first getting back because they haven't been practicing and playing. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like, Elijah Mitchell was great on Sunday. But like everybody else that kind of came back, you're like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, so hopefully they're ready to roll, but
we'll see. I mean, Herbert does really well against KC, and I feel like our defense does really well. Whenever we play KC, it's always a close game. It's never like a huge blowout. It's usually like a field goal, you know? So I think that's going to be a good game. Again, Monday Night Football. My mom's going to that one. That should be interesting for her to get that experience. Then I have Cardinals and Raiders, both as a loss.
I think you can win those.
I think we're going to win those too. Dolphins, I said we'd win, and Titans, we said we'd win. I am iffy on both of those. Colts, win. Rams, lose. I think we're going to beat the Rams. And Broncos, we win. So we'll see. We'll see how close we get to 12-5.
I am 5-4 for my prediction.
Okay. Oh.
Just like that 4 years. Like I got 5. Yeah.
So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 5-4 as well.
Ha!
Look
we
at
are
us.
right. Our team. That's good. The games might be wrong, but that's pretty cool.
I mean, we're both 5-4. Our teams are both 5-4, and we both predicted 12-5. So let's go.
Yeah, we just did that. But overall, it's really cool. Nicole and I learned some tips and tricks if we ever go to an outdoor stadium night game. Like, if you guys go to a game, and you might know this already, but guys, please remember that we are from Southern California. It does not get that cold, and SoFi is a dome. So even if it is cold, like, it's not that cold. Pro tip: buy some hand warmers on Amazon and bring them with you. Luckily, the lady next to me had an extra one to let me use it. And also bring a blanket. I had to buy one for it because it's really cold.
It's really funny because I'm always like, when I see, you know, like the Bills and Vikings game and it starts snowing, I'm like, I really want to go to a game like that. But then when you think about it, it's like, dude, I had a knitted sweater, a bomber jacket, and like high socks and everything. I mean, it was only 45, 50 degrees, but it felt like it was 20. As soon as that wind picks up, it's so cold.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
In my beanie.
Probably bugs the slip-on pants.
Yeah, should have wore the Uggs, but hey.
Next time we go back there.
Next week. Next time.
Next week? Let's go.
Yeah. No, I'm not ready yet. I need a break.
Well, I was
Dean
gone
says
this week.
AFC East. You know what's interesting is NFC East and AFC East, both divisions right now have everybody looking to go to the playoffs, which is insane.
I thought the Jets would be
terrible.
What are they, like 7-2 or something like that?
Yeah, they're tied. I think it's Dolphins then Jets. I think. Are they in the same division? I think so.
I don't know.
No, it's
Bill.
Patriots, Bills.
Oh, I have it. Hold on.
Washington and Miami.
What are we looking for? Oh yeah, Bills, Miami, New England, and the Jets. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Well, Dean, you'll have to stick around and hear one of the games that I'm most excited for this week. You're not going to like me very much after it, but yeah. So,
We don't have a lot to talk about with the other games, but I mean, we kind of watched them.
Well, we, for the first time ever, just literally laid around and watched football together in a hotel room. Like whenever we watch football together, there's always kids and like things going on. And sure, we had the girls, but like they were in their own room. Yeah. So we got to watch the whole Bills and Vikings game.
We actually no. We did. So let us tell you guys really quick. So first off, yes, Nicole and I laid in bed all day. We post-made lunch. That's a whole nother story. But we wanted to just relax because we knew like, hey, like go to the tailgate night game. It's gonna be long. So we're watching the Bills Vikings game. Right. Yeah, right. And we thought it was over. Like, okay, I think the Rams game that I like wanted to put on, right? Because the Rams Cardinals. And then Nicole's like, the game's not over, Ashley. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not over? Like, it's over. And then we like put the channel back on. I'm like, oh my God, it's not over.
Yeah, because the touchdown, they didn't call the touchdown and then they challenged it. And so it actually counted. And we're like, oh, wait, there's still more time. And then it went into overtime.
Yeah.
That was funny. We're like, oh, game's over.
Kidding. We learned. Don't turn it.
And we both watched the game last night.
What was on last night? I watched part. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Not the Vikings Bills.
Yeah.
The Vikings last night.
Yeah. Who the Vikings play? You said it was the Super Bowl.
Wait, who played last night? The Commanders and
no, last night it was the Vikings. Last night was the Commanders and the Eagles. Dude.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and I watched that, which transitions me into freaking fantasy, dude. So guys, I'm in 2 leagues, like the league, money league, and the fun league I suck at, and the money league I have been undefeated in until freaking last night because the Eagles freaking lost and it cost me my game. So now I'm not undefeated. Like the Eagles are no longer undefeated. I am still number 1 right now because I was 9-0.
Yeah.
Now I'm 9-1, but I was so bummed.
You and the Eagles both took a loss.
I know. Jane.
Well, both of our Instagram leagues, we are crushing. We have an all-female league, Queen's Ransom. We are first place at 8-2. And then also our other league that we did last year, Tough Fantasy, we're also 8-2. My personal league that I've been doing for 10, 15 years with all of my friends, which is very competitive and a whole lot of shit talking, I am 4-6. Oh. And there's a lot of money there. My team just died. Everyone's dead.
Well, dude, there was like, what was it, week 9 or whatever, when like everybody was on a bye week. And I was like, who? In like the league that I kept losing in, I didn't even change my lineup. So I'm like, I'm already like last in this league. I'm not dropping any players, pick up players, like taking the L.
Gotta do it.
So I just hope that I can keep winning.
You'll win. You'll get it back. Bills are too aggressive. If the Bills would have kicked the field instead of going for it on the 4th down in the red zone, that game tying field by the Bills would have been the game winner. I didn't really understand that play. Not sure why they went for it, but I agree.
Bummer.
Glad the Eagles lost. I was actually really glad the Eagles lost too. And I know that sounds really mean and like a poor sport. Like they had something good going, but at the same time, like I feel so badly for the Washington Commanders. I was talking to Ashley about this the other day.
The Commanders are right behind us in the race to get into the playoffs. They're literally tied like with us now. I really wanted them to lose.
Oh, see, yeah. Well, that goes into who I want to lose next week. Dean, you're right there in my spot. So I need you guys to lose to the Jets next week, and that's probably the worst thing I could say to you. But that's the only way I can move up. So I need the Bengals to lose and I need the Pats to lose.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game, though. Jets Pats is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm excited for the 49ers game. It's going to be technically it's a Cardinals home game, but it's in Mexico City. And like, let's be real, it'll probably be a home game for the 49ers. The 49ers are actually practicing this week up in Colorado to adjust the altitude of Mexico City.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. What other games? I feel like the Vikings-Cowboys game next week is going to be just a fun one to watch. Vikings are all right right now. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, that video of him on the airplane. Oh my God.
I know. Did you see Tyler Heineke was making fun of him, but they're like in coach with like Bush Light up there.
Yesterday I saw that. Yeah, because he's my quarterback. He's one of my quarterbacks. Oh my God.
And then obviously I'm the Rams Saints game just because, gotta see how them Rams are doing.
Rams Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Is Stafford still out?
I don't know.
So my games this week, Pats and Jets. I'll also be keeping an eye on Burrow. Raiders and Broncos.
Yeah. You have to.
I just want to watch it because they're in my division. They both suck. So it should be interesting to see what happens. I probably say the Broncos will win that one, but who knows? And then Sunday Night Football, Chargers, Chiefs.
I know it's kind of nice our games aren't on at the same time because yours is on Sunday and mine is on Monday. Am I home on Monday?
Yeah, and you're going to be here again with me this weekend.
Yeah,
but you have to stay for the Sunday night game. That's late.
No, the kids have school. I'll probably maybe stay for like the 10 a.m. game and then head home, or we'll see. But it's nice though.
The Hawks are on bye, so you don't have to deal with that.
I know. The Hawks got good out of nowhere, huh?
I'm impressed with Geno.
I don't think I've realized how long Geno's been in the league. I don't think he's as bad. People just, sleep on people.
Yeah, everyone's so skeptical.
I think that Pete Carroll's a really good coach also.
Pete Carroll's awesome. He's
like Belichick. Give him whoever and they're going to win. They just couldn't win with Russell anymore. Oh, Dean, talking to you.
Dean's mad at me. All right. So let's see. Because if the Jets lose, they'll be 6-4, and if y'all win, you'll be 6-4. Jets will drop to last in the. Oh shoot. Well, there's still time. I'm still going to be watching very closely. I want to make it to the playoffs. Do I think that we're going to go much past the playoffs? I don't know, but it's sad when your season ends.
I know. It's crazy. I know. Well, it's crazy because, like I shared with you guys earlier, I've been going through life, and for the first football season and I haven't been so anxious about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I am.
But they're doing all right too, so
yeah.
I gotta support Jimmy in his last year.
Yeah, it should be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. What a crazy start to the year, right? With Trey Lance going out and then Jimmy coming in. And the 49ers fans love Jimmy. You could hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like 50-50, but I think a good amount of them do. And when Jimmy does good, Jimmy does good. He's not a top quarterback, but he's not the worst. Like Jimmy's like consistent. He's in the middle, But what he's good at is not those big plays that Mahomes makes or that Rodgers makes or that Brady makes. He's good at short passes. He's got one of the fastest release times in the league, and he's accurate, right? So all of his yards are yards after the catch, not on the field. We all know that I'm a Jimmy G supporter. Like that, if you've followed us or watched us for the past 2 years, like.
Yeah, I really do wonder. I wonder where he's going to go.
He does well this year, and because he's coming off that shoulder injury and he's been playing well, I think that there's a lot of teams looking for a quarterback right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should mention someone that's coming back, Mr. Deshaun Watson.
Oh my God, I forgot about that next week. And they're playing the Commanders. Oh shoot, that's not on my list. Actually, add that to top games.
Yeah, that should be interesting. And I know a lot of people have him on their bench that they've picked up since the beginning of the season so that they could play him.
But he hasn't played in so long. We literally just talked about players coming back from an injury who are out for 4 weeks on IR. Now we're talking about a dude who's hasn't played a game of football in what? A season and a half?
Yeah. I know.
What time is that game? Is that a 10 a.m. game? Can we watch that one together?
Let's see. So why when I
he comes back week 13 versus Houston. Why did I think it was week 11? Damn it. You fooled it. That's right.
Let me see. Yeah, Dennis has him on his league. Yeah, he's coming back week 13. Projected 21 points. His first game back. That's a little it's aggressive.
4th?
Is
that December 4th?
Week 13, I think. I don't know.
Maybe I'll come up that weekend.
Yeah. Got all the weekends.
Well, Brixton's going to a sleepover on the 3rd.
Oh, that would be fun.
And nobody else will be home. Me and Zeus will come up.
That'd be fun.
Anyways, sorry guys, we're planning our personal lives with.
Yeah.
Speaking of personal lives, guys, I'm heading to Nicole's this weekend for Friendsgiving.
I'm so excited. So
Me too.
I have a question I want your opinion, and then I want other people's opinions because I think I'm a freak. So a lot of people don't like to decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving because they don't feel like you should decorate for a holiday before the other holidays happened. In my head, it's Friendsgiving. I want my house decked out. I want it to feel festive. It's an ugly sweater Friendsgiving. Like, I have to decorate for Christmas, right?
Yeah, dude. Normally I start decorating for Christmas like November 1st.
Yeah.
Who decorates for Thanksgiving? No decorates for Thanksgiving.
No, and I actually went on Amazon and I was like looking at fall decorations. It's just these like big ugly turkeys. I'm like, I'm just gonna have like a turkey.
Or it's like orange leaves and like a cornucopia.
Yeah. I'm like, no. And I have all these bookshelves. Like no. So it's gonna be a Christmas Friendsgiving.
That's good.
The Christmas.
I mean, you could do like a Christmas like decorate and then do like fall scents instead of winter scents, like with candles.
Oh yeah, we'll do. Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. I like that because we're also doing Secret Santa. So
yeah, I need to get a gift.
Yeah,
somewhere in Central California because that's where I'm going to be this week.
Oh, we could get good gift ideas from people for Secret Santa. But you had something you wanted to ask.
Oh, yes. I have a question statement. We just have a thing. So because of Friendsgiving this weekend, and Nicole has themed it ugly Christmas sweater, I have some, but I need to find one appropriate for children because I have some that are not appropriate for children. But we want to know from you guys. So following us on Instagram, we'll do all of our shouts. You can follow us in a minute. But if you follow us on Instagram, we want you guys to tag us in your favorite ugly Christmas sweater pictures, whether that's your own picture or one that you've found on the internet. So tag us at Touchdowns and Tight Ends. Give us some inspiration. What should we be wearing on Saturday at Friendsgiving?
Perfect. I love it. So yes, follow us, touchdowns _and_ tight ends for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Nope. Thank you. We haven't done TikTok. I miss TikTok.
My head's not there yet. I know.
I feel like I mess around on TikTok too much, and then I look at the page and I'm like, okay, it's just Nicole. We gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, you know why? I never got into TikTok. So like I gotta
I know. I'm so silly. Like I love the
right
dumb
now,
dances.
my head's in one place at a time.
Yep. Fair enough. Friendsgiving.
Yeah. Friendsgiving and trying to work on touchdowns at tight ends and trying to work. And I work retail and it's about to be the busiest time of year. So
it's gonna be nutty.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining. Again, sorry for being gone for so long. We really appreciate everyone that has continued on our journey with us and comes in every week and joins with us when we're here. So we love you guys. We appreciate it. Like the button,
Bell.
the bell, press the bell, get notifications for next time we go live. We will for sure be going live next week. So I will send more stuff on that later. But thanks again, guys. Dean, thank you so much, man. Good luck to you this week. And we'll see you guys week 11.
Bye, guys.
Bye.